you ready to roll up your sleeves?
Rebecca Kolls is giving us the green light to dig in. Today she has a quick primer, 5 easy steps to get your garden growing.
Step number 1, think about crop rotation. Basically what that means is that we're playing musical chairs in the garden every year. So a family of plants that grew in this quadrant, say tomatoes, melons, and peppers, they're going to move to this quadrant this year. And we do that for a couple of reasons. By keeping plant families together, they're more susceptible to certain diseases and perhaps different insects. That will confine any problems that might develop and won't spread it throughout the garden. So that's really good. But also, certain plants give nutrients back in the soil, others take nutrients out. And by practicing this crop rotation, it keeps the soil nice and healthy. Now, I will post a chart on my Instagram of crop rotation, and you'll see how easy it is and how smart it is. Okay, step number 2. Is your soil ready? It seems like a real simple question, but this is how you test it out. Now, we've had a lot of rain, we've had a lot of snow. Some areas are ready to get growing, others are not. What you can do is just dig up some soil in your garden and make a nice ball. Pop the ball in the air and let it land on your palm. See how that broke away? That means this soil is dry enough and is ready to be planted. If it doesn't break up, you've got to wait another week. Step number 3, feed your soil. This is a crucial step you should do every year, even if you have potted plants. What I like to do is add what I call the 3 magic ingredients. That is cow manure, compost, peat moss and/or coir, and even some leaf mold that you might have around, some dead leaves. Basically, we're going to layer it on top of the soil and till it in, or with a shovel, use a little elbow grease, and we're going to turn it over. Step number 4. Okay, our soil is ready to be planted, but remember, the climate's not so ready. So right now we want to think about planting cool season crops. Those are crops that will tolerate a possible frost because we know that's still a potential. So for example, beets, yes, let's plant those. Squash, not now. Peppers, not now. More peppers, no. Kale, yes. Tomatoes, absolutely not. We'll do some radishes, carrots, yes. Beans, no, we'll wait on those. Okay, so the warm season crops, we're going to wait a couple of weeks because there cannot be any frost in the forecast at all. But the cool season crops, we're ready to go. We can plant these. You can even look for transplants like Brussels sprouts. You can go for some cauliflower and some broccoli as well. So let's get planting. So here are the seeds. They look nice. They kind of look like granola, don't they? Now, the funny thing about these seeds is this is not just one seed. Inside each cluster is a few seeds. So actually this little seed will produce 3 beets. So number 1, you want to make sure you space them out. And if you're not sure of the directions, just read the back. All the information is here. Then the other thing that you really need to pay attention to is most people plant seeds too deeply, and as a result the seeds will not germinate. So a good rule of thumb, look at the diameter. You want to plant it about 2 to 3 times as deep as its diameter. So these beet seeds are going to go in just shy of a ½ inch. Now I'm going to cover it up. Which brings us to step number 5, hydration. You really need to water when Mother Nature isn't. And for your newly planted seed bed, it's important to keep it moist until the seeds germinate. Oh, I love this. The garden season is open for business. Rebecca Kolls, WCCO News.
And Rebecca will post a list of veggies safe to plant now, along with the chart she mentioned regarding crop rotation on her Instagram page.